fantastic trading from us today. I'll cover my trade first, which was Alibaba short. Then I'll pass things over to Shine. She can talk about Enph and Nflx. I want to show you guys a video clip from the pre-market session. Okay, the pre-market session, every single day in True Trading Group, the mods and I give you a watch list. The watch list is not just watch this stock. It's these are our top trade ideas for the day, and here's our game plan. This is where we're going to be buying. This is where we're going to be shorting. This is where we're taking profits. This is where our stop loss will be. We give you the entire game plan so you know exactly where we are focusing our attention before the market even opens. So I have a quick video clip for you guys, about a minute long, where I talk about Alibaba in the pre-market discussion as being one of the top ideas. And I give you my reasoning and my analysis, my thought process, why I was going after and shorting Alibaba on a day when they had good earnings and the stock gapped up really big. Most people might be thinking, hey, that must mean it's a good long. I'm going to buy that stock. Well, rather, actually, I ended up shorting it. I want to show you guys that thought process, and then we'll recap the trade. Let's go ahead and play this video clip from pre-market this morning. Alibaba with a big gap up today on earnings, but I don't know if I think this stock can get through 102. 102, if you look at the bottom left of my screen, 102 is this big support. Well, it used to be. See this big support level there at 102. And then now pre-market, you see how that's resistance. Watch for 102 to not be able to hold, and then see if you get to 102 and then see if the stock fades out. If you remember Baidu yesterday had that huge gap up, right? Huge gap up on earnings on Baidu, and the stock just absolutely melted off the bell. Watch for maybe something similar in Baba. So I'm going to see if Baba cannot get through 102 early. Maybe that fades out similar to what you saw in Baidu. So that's something that I'm going to be looking for there. Baidu just got crushed yesterday off earnings after a gap up on earnings. Baba with a gap up, heavy resistance at 102. I'm going to see if maybe there's a short there. So there you guys can see that is the analysis from the pre-market session where I'm going over the Alibaba trade. Initially, I wanted short at 102. That's what you heard me talking about there in that pre-market discussion. And as soon as this market opened, this stock dropped like a rock right down to $96.50. So it never got to 102. We can go back to the charts, guys. As soon as we had the big gap up, we never got to 102. Here was 102. This was the initial. So initially, this is the area that I wanted to be short. You can see we never got up there. And right off the open, the stock just dropped like a rock. So once I saw this thing dropping like a rock with huge volume coming in off the bell. So here you guys see we dropped like a rock right off the open. Massive volume bars here off the bell as the stock drops. I waited out for the first bounce. There's my first bounce. And I stepped in and I got short right there around 97.75. I told members if they want to follow me on the trade, because even though I trade the equity, I alert members, hey, if you want to trade this with me, I would go after the March 3rd expiration, $97 strike put option for those that want to follow this trade. And then those members were able to step in there and buy those put options around $2.70. Some people got $2.60. Some people got $2.85. Some people got $2.90. Some got $2.75. Some got $2.55. Okay, so depends on just where your entry price was, but call it $2.70. Split the difference right down the middle of the entry for the put options there, and then you can see the stock just rolled itself over and did exactly what Baidu did yesterday. So Baidu had a huge gap up yesterday, and the stock just absolutely cratered from huge green all the way to go deep red, and just gave back that huge gap. And I thought we would get the same thing from Baidu, and that's exactly what we got. And then there's the short, and then we just started taking profits off. Okay, there was the first take, there's the second take, and we just started peeling profits off all along the way until we got to a final take profit of, oh yeah, right here, right there was my final take profit. So here you see we just are ripping profits off the table as the stock fades out and goes red. And you can see we just kind of bounced and just went sideways there for the rest of the day. But this was the trade of the day there for me off of Alibaba. And like I said, pre-market, you guys get the game plan, you get the analysis, so you know exactly what the focus is. And it's not just myself, right? Shine and all the other moderators are giving you their game plans, the stocks they are looking for, the trades they are focusing on off the open. So you're not just running around like a chicken with your head cut off, trying to figure out and trying to chase the next shiny object. We lay out these game plans for you guys before the market even opens, so you know exactly where to focus your attention and give you the best opportunity to make money on a trading day. So congratulations to all my members. They were able to capitalize on the BABA trade. This was an absolute thing of beauty. So that is that. And I think those options went to like, I don't know, $5, something like that. Right, Shy? I mean, I didn't even see where they actually, wait, let me actually.
Yeah, I caught the
Oh man, they went to 584.
yeah.
Whew!
I caught the 96s for today. I mean for tomorrow, and they were up like 180%.
That's insane. Yeah, 180% on tomorrow's expiration. And then you're looking at, well over 100% if you went after the following week's expiration for March 3rd. So just congratulations, guys. Anyone that capitalized and followed along on the BABA trade was a thing of beauty. But it's not the only banger of the day.
Of course not.
Okay? You could have taken your pick today. That's why I say congratulations to everyone that joined yesterday, because you could have caught the BABA trade with me, or you could have caught Enph. You could have caught Nflx with Shy. Shy, walk us through your trades on the day. We'll start with, which one you want to start with? I'll let you pick.
Let's start with Netflix. We'll save my baby Enph for the end.
Yeah, we'll save Enph. That's baby. We'll go to Netflix first. Let's go. Let's sit on that one.
So this was actually like my number one trade I did today. Netflix and Enph were my number one trade I did. And part of the reason was Netflix, as you see, is kind of in this downtrend. And I said if we break beneath the 50-day at 330, I wanted to be short this stock. So my original game plan was break beneath, come back and retest the 330, and I wanted to get short there. But if you go back to the 3-minute, you see it never got back to that 330 mark. So I had to adjust. I just waited, just essentially kind of what you did on BABA, waited for that first pullback into the trade line, to VWAP, and I got short right there. Took the 325 puts for next week. It was game on.
Game on, man. That's it.
Yeah,
roll it over.
We rolled them down. So I got in at 585, took profit at 630, 685, 840. So we just pretty much just rolled that all the way down, and we're still holding on to a very small piece of that one
awesome.
As well. So that was a money maker. I mean, it did exactly what I thought it was going to do. Great trade all the way around. Those contracts got up to above $10, so that was good for almost a 90% gain on that Netflix trade.
Beautiful, beautiful. It seems like chump change with some of the others. 90%.
90%.
Oh, 90%. But yeah, guys, there it is. I mean, and you heard the thing I want you to kind of to everyone to take from this is like she had a very specific game plan off of this 330 level. It's a big level for Netflix, right? You have the 50-day moving average, which is
a gap fill, entry as well.
Yep, exactly. And you have this 50-day. This is this dark blue line you guys see on my screen. So this dark blue line is the 50-day. And you also look back and it's like, wow, okay, wait a second. This was previously a double top in January and December. You had a gap entry because you had this big gap up on this day, right? So you see this day being January 20th, you have the big gap up. So you have a gap entry, you have the 50-day moving average, you have the previous double top. But as I scroll all the way back, you see even better. Now you see a double bottom all the way back in March and April of last year. So that's how significant of a level this 330 area was. Double bottom there, March, April. We zoom in, double top, January, December, gap entry in mid-January. There's the 50-day moving average.
And look at the volume that came in on that break of 330.
Yep. I mean, yeah, I'll go back and look at this. Look at this. Now I want to point out to you guys, and like what Shai just said, the volume. Look at the volume that came in off the open when the stock broke through 330 versus the volume off yesterday's open. Look at the difference in the trading volume here on today's drop through 330 versus the trading volume from the previous day. And then look at the trading volume from the day before that. Look at the opening bell trading volume on Netflix on the last 3 consecutive trading days compared to the volume off the open today when it broke through a major level. Using volume analysis to confirm high or major level breaks is crucial because major levels will have a tendency to hold and reverse if the volume is not heavy through them. So you could have had Netflix go down to 328.50 and the volume not been high, recovered back to 331, 332, and you would say that the 330 level held. Right. That high volume like that gives you confirmation the level's broken, which allowed Shai to wait for the first bounce. She got short in front of VWAP and trade line, and then you can see that the stock just rolled it over, and it turned out to be a monster trade for her. So congratulations, Shai, and everybody that capitalized on this trade with her. Just a mere 90%.
Mir, I'm sorry, guys.
You should be so ashamed. All right, now your baby, Enph.
My baby. This one gave us over 150%.
Then that's more like it.
There we go.
I mean, if I'm gonna wake up in the morning, Shy, it's got to be worth it. All right?
I really thought Shy was losing her edge.
Yeah, right.
With that 90%.
Enph, this is my baby. I talk at nauseam about this stock. Probably my favorite, definitely my favorite stock to trade. And I've been saying for the last couple days that Enph is kind of range trading between 200 and 208. It gets to 200, it bounces back up to 208, gets to 208, bounce back down to 200. So that was again one of my ideas for today. So off the open, we went right up to 200, 208, and then we immediately rejected. So I got short pretty quick on Enph. So we rejected. I got short right at that rejection, took profit at the next red candle before the green candle, took profit right there. And then we bounced up again to 208, right? But I'm really comfortable in this trade because I've already taken a piece of profit, rejected again at 208, and then just rolled over all the way down to 198. And we caught that whole move.
Literally this whole freaking thing.
Whole move. And then I even had members that when it got to 200, they hopped in calls and rolled it back up to 207. I had dozens of members like, yo, I'm going long now. I mean, because it's just range trading, and as long as you're in this range, you can play this level. And I think the last time I came over here on here when you weren't here, Mike, I said you can play this level from 200 to 208 and make 100% gain like very easily.
Love it.
It's like a little ATM if you know what you're doing.
I think it looks like Diana Zamoro has been following you all throughout this range. Diana, great job. Awesome.
Like you just 200, 208, get puts. 200, get calls. Until that trend changes, you can just play that range. 100% bangers coming, 150% bangers coming on Enph.
Yeah, just look at this. Like, look at the guys here. I'll draw a line across 200 right here. There's the line across 200. And you see, look, support, right? That tail right there down to like 201. And then there's again 200. Like, look at that support there at 200. Just bang, bang, bang. Every time it gets there, the stock bounces off it. And then here you'll find the resistance. Every time resistance, resistance, and resistance. And every time you're getting up to the top. And that's the range. This is the range that Shy has been trading. Short up top here and then covering or getting long down here. And it worked out beautifully today with the short up the top end of the range. And that resulted in 150% gain on put options for her on the way down. So just congratulations, guys. If you guys made money today on these trades with Shy, sound off in chat. Tell me how you did. I love it when the whole team hits.
Everybody's eating eggs. Everybody's buying eggs.
Everybody's buying eggs. We need eggs at True Trading Group. I don't care.
Hey, I caught your trade too. I caught the Baba trade as well. So I mean, I was 3 for 3 today. It was a good day.
Oh, hell yeah. There it is.